Ever walked in a room, saw a bunch of people talking, and thought, yeah, I'll just stand over here and pretend to text? Or maybe you've tried talking to someone new, and your brain was like, alright, good luck, I'm out, leaving you with nothing but an awkward smile. Well, if that's you, don't worry. Today I'll teach you how to talk to anyone, keep the conversation flowing, and actually enjoy social interactions, even if you're an introvert or feel awkward 99% of the time. And no, this isn't one of those just be yourself advice videos. We're diving into real, practical techniques that actually work. So let's get started. Step 1. The first 5 seconds. You have probably heard the quote, "First impression is the last impression," somewhere in your life. The first few seconds of an interaction set the tone for the entire conversation. If you start off nervous and awkward, the other person feels that energy. But if you start with confidence, even fake confidence, you're already winning. Here's the trick. Smile and make eye contact. Now, few smarties will say, "Bro, I already know that." But do you actually do it? Huh? Next time you're out, practice holding eye contact with someone for just half a second longer than usual. Not in a creepy, I'm staring into your soul kind of way, but just enough to show warmth and confidence. And here's the first key tip. If you struggle with eye contact, look at the bridge of their nose. They won't notice and you'll feel less intimidated. Step 2. The secret sauce. Most people try too hard to be interesting, but the real key, be interested. Ask yourself, how do you feel when someone is actually interested and listens to what you are saying? If you feel comfortable, then you have the answer. Let's say you meet someone new. Instead of the boring, "What do you do?" ask, "What's something cool you're working on right now? What's the best thing that happened to you this week?" These questions make people think. And when people think, they'll remember you. And here's the second key tip. If someone gives you a basic answer, don't just nod. Dig deeper. Them. "I work in marketing." You. "Oh, nice. What's the most fun campaign you've worked on?" Boom. Now you're in an actual conversation, not just exchanging basic facts. Step 3. The power of mirroring. Mirroring is when you subtly copy the other person's body language, tone, or words. And guess what? It makes people like you without them even realizing why. For example, if they talk fast, slightly speed up your speech. If they're using a lot of hand gestures, use some too. If they say, "That's crazy," you can say, "I know, right? That's insane." It's a human psychology to feel comfortable around those who are like them. Just don't overdo it, or they'll think you're mimicking them like that one weird parrot. Step 4. The 70-30 rule of talking. You might think that great talkers dominate the conversation, but that's not really the case. The best communicators listen 70% of the time and talk 30%. Let's say you're talking to someone, and they mention they love hiking. Instead of jumping in with your own hiking story, try this. "Oh, nice. What's the best hike you've ever been on?" "There's this crazy trail in Colorado. Amazing views, but super tiring." "That sounds epic. What made it so tough?" Now they're engaged, and the conversation flows effortlessly. And the best part? By the end, they'll walk away thinking you were a great conversationalist, even though they did most of the talking. Step 5. The finishing. Ever had a conversation that dragged on too long, and you started thinking, how do I escape? Here's the solution. End on a high note. If the convo is going well, wrap it up before it starts getting stale. For this, you can say something like, "Man, this has been fun. I gotta go, but let's catch up again soon." Leaving at the right time makes people remember the interaction positively and actually wanted to talk to you again. Bonus tip, the confidence booster. Still feel nervous talking to people? Here's a game-changing mindset shift. Pretend you're already friends. Think about it. When you meet up with an old friend, you don't stress about what to say. You just talk naturally. So next time you meet someone new, act like they're already a friend you haven't seen in a while. Your brain will follow your lead, and suddenly talking to anyone becomes easy. Look, nobody's born a master communicator. It's a skill, just like riding a bike or making the perfect cup of coffee, which, let's be real, is harder than it looks. So start small. Make eye contact and smile at one stranger today. And ask one interesting question in your next conversation. Use mirroring just once and see what happens. With time, talking to anyone will feel natural, even fun. Now go out there and start some awesome conversations. If you found this helpful, hit that like button so more people can learn these tricks. And if you have a go-to conversation starter, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. See you in the next one.